Hey guys, Scott here. I am a little out of it, wearing the same shit for like 2 days in a row. My cat got sick. We had to go to the emergency vet. He's fine. And then I got food poisoning on top of that. So it's been rough, but by God, that will not stop me from talking about hot topics in Dead by Daylight. Just forgive the lack of energy. So I want to talk about Reassurance and how it is going to pretty much completely destroy camping, in my opinion. This is the new perk on, I believe, Rebecca. I think it's Rebecca. Rebecca or Ada. No, it's definitely Rebecca. Ada only has wiretap. It's on Rebecca Chambers, and it is a perk when you go near someone on a hook within 6 meters. You can press the next ability button, which is now on F. Very controversial. And if you do that, the person on the hook has their hook timer paused for 30 seconds. Now, the thing is, when I read the first description of this perk, we all assumed, because otherwise it'd be insanely strong, we all assumed that the cooldown of 40 seconds would start after that 30 seconds has expired. But it doesn't. Its cooldown starts immediately. So it's actually only a 10-second interval between you being able to use it and, like, chain use it. Which means, technically, if it takes 2 minutes for someone to die, you can use it on someone 12 times and add, 3 minutes to the person on the hook. You can basically make a survivor take over 5 minutes to die on a hook with one person with one perk. And everyone on the team can have this, by the way. So that is insanely strong. And in my opinion, this is going to very heavily counter camping, like extremely, even proxy camping. It's going to destroy it. So I think this might be one of the most meta shake-up perks in the entire game. And I'm not even sure if, like, I almost wish this was a base mechanic, because it's a little pay to winny, in my opinion, because this is like the best counter to camping I've ever seen, and everybody can run it. So if you want to try to save people, there's a really good build that I've been thinking of for saving people in solo queue. Requires no coordination, no communication, none of that. I think is the best version of it. Now, obviously, if you're the person that's camped, it's not going to work. But considering there's 4 survivors, you should have only a 1 in 4 chance of being the person that gets camped, right? If you're the second person getting camped and someone's already dead, you're probably going to lose. It's really just to save that first camp, and this is extremely good for it. So let's take the worst case scenario. Let's think of, like, the best face campers. We got Huntress, Trickster, Leatherface. Let's say one of these bad boys is camping one of your teammates. Now, the thing is, you need to get within 6 meters of the hook to activate this perk. And against any other killer in the game, it's not going to be a big deal, because they're not really going to be able to do much. They're probably just going to simply wait for you to go for the save so they can try to grab and stop a save, because they want the person to stay on the hook and die. They don't want you to actually save them. That resets progress, and they have to chase them again. It goes against what they're trying to do there. So they're going to try to wait for a grab. But some killers, like, Leatherface, Hunters, for example, can just straight up down you before you can even get the unhook to begin with. So even getting within 6 meters of a hook for one of those camping killers can be tough. So all you have to do to fix that is throw on Tenacity and Unbreakable. And now, so if that scenario happens, let's say worst case scenario, it's face camping Leatherface. Worst thing to go against if someone's camping. Nearly impossible to save someone doing that. So what you can do is run in there, run within the 6 meters, activate the perk, buy them 30 seconds. And typically he's going to rev his saw. You're going to start running away, but he's probably going to be able to get you. Then you go down. You immediately start crawling away and recovering. You're going to recover faster than the 30 seconds of delay that you've now given that survivor. And you have 2 other teammates doing gens this whole time. So you're crawling away. He can't camp both of you if you're Tenacity crawling away. He's got to either choose to pick you up, or he's got to just continue camping, and they're probably going to continue camping. So you just freely get up, go away, and you're going to get up before that 30 seconds even happens. And then once that happens, if you need to buy more time, you can run back in and just do it again. Now, the difference is you're not going to be able to unbreakable yourself this time, so now a teammate's going to have to come out. But now there's basically just been a minute of uninterrupted generators, and the killer has done nothing. He's accomplished nothing. And a minute of survivors just doing gens, 2 survivors on gens, is very, very good. And this is before they've even gone to second stage or anything like that. And the thing is, you can just keep doing this over and over and over again, because if you can crawl away and recover, the killer can't camp both of you at once. That's the main downside. If someone's camping, you try to save and you fail, now you're just slugged under the guy on the hook and you're both screwed. But if you've got Tenacity and Unbreakable, then you just weasel yourself out of there, and the killer can't camp both of you. It's just impossible. So that puts the killer in a really bad scenario where you can just keep resetting their timer over and over again, and you might have the guy on the hook for, 2-3 minutes before the bar even starts moving from full. You can add 2 to 3 minutes to this. So that is extremely strong. It counters even the strongest campers in the entire game. And for that reason, I think Reassurance, especially with like a Tenacity Unbreakable build, is going to be insanely strong for countering camping. Perhaps even too strong. I'm not sure. I don't care. Fuck campers. I think campers are the most boring people in the entire game. Camping is the most boring thing in Dead by Daylight. At least with generators, there's a skill check. At least with tunneling, there's a chase. With camping, literally nothing is happening. You're just standing and looking at someone. That's it. So if this counters camping, great. I don't do it, so I don't really care. I think people that camp are boring. They deserve to have their games made harder, in my opinion. So if you're salty about that, too bad. And the thing is, this even deals with proxy camping too. I had it happen when I was playing on the PTB, where I was going for a save, but the killer was kind of just proxy camping. Proxy camping is when the killer is not really just sitting in front of them, but he's staying very close in the area. Someone goes to save, he sees them and goes to interrupt the save. So that happened, and I ran to the hook, and I was like, ah, shit, I'm not gonna be able to do this. The killer's right behind me. But you do a drive-by. You do a drive-by reassurance. You give them the thumbs up, and then they're just gonna last for 30 seconds. You don't even take damage. And now this proxy camping has been delayed by 30 seconds. Again, gives the other two teammates more time to just do gens. And you can do this multiple. The fact that you can do it multiple times in a row with a cooldown of only 10 seconds is insanely strong. So I think we're going to see a lot of reassurance. It's going to make a lot of camping killers super salty, which again, too bad. You guys are the most boring people in the entire game. So I think this is just objectively a really cool thing to have in the game. That's the thing. I almost wish it was a base mechanic. I wish there was some maybe lesser version that was like a base mechanic. Because this counters camping. They actually found the counter for camping, but not everyone's gonna have access to it, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about Reassurance. Going to be absolutely game changing. I'm probably gonna run it every single day in solo queue. Because if one of my teammates is getting camped, I will make it take half of the match for them to actually kill that person. It's gonna be great. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.